Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's first video, doing JMA Friday for today's first video. So as always on a Friday, we're having a look at the weather for the month ahead with the Japanese and CFS meteor models, and I shall get on with that for you in a moment. And we've got a 10 to 14 day with all of the red features coming up for you later on this afternoon. So if you could like, share, subscribe on both of these videos, thank you so much for doing that. No 6 a.m. forecast today. I was a little bit unwell yesterday with a migraine. I'm still feeling it in my eyes, actually, today. It's a lot better than it was yesterday, but I still don't feel 100%. So, yeah, I wasn't able to do the 6 a.m. Forecast last night. And I'll try and get that back tomorrow, though. And by the way, I think back tomorrow. I don't think I'll be live streaming this evening. I've been still a little bit too, fragile for a Friday night live stream, and it's a pity because we've only got two more, that we're going to be able to do this week and next week. But I will definitely do next week's, even if I'm on my deathbed, I'll definitely do a final Friday night live stream next week. But for tonight, I think I'll just have a quiet one. That's all right with everyone. Anyway, if you could please like, share, subscribe on this. Thanks so much for doing that. Thank you for all of your lovely comments as well, on social media, on YouTube and whatnot, when I said I'm a bit poorly yesterday. So thanks to all of you for all of the amazing comments. Thanks so much, everyone. Right, so we're going to start off with the week 1 500 millibar height anomaly from a JMA from the Arctic and North Pole view down. So this is the North Pole of the Arctic just here. This is a wider Arctic circle there. They've got the latitudes through here. Blue is extrapolating to below average heights, which is low pressure. Yellow, orange and red to above average heights, which is high pressure. These are breaking down into weekly periods. The first week period take us from today, the 17th, through to the 24th of March. So the coming week is going to be unsettled with low pressure in from off the Atlantic and a westerly flow as well. So it should be relatively mild, but will be unsettled in the week ahead. Week 2 is going to be the 24th to the 31st of March, still with low pressure in from off the Atlantic into northern and also western Europe. Some higher pressure around Greenland again, but I think it should still be generally quite mild with winds in from off the Atlantic, although we're not all that far from pulling some cold air back into the north, I don't think, there with this blocking area of high pressure around Greenland. And then into week 3 and 4, which takes us from the 31st of March to the 14th of April, just looks unsettled really, with further below average heights low pressure across the western Europe in combination with above average heights blocking within the northern latitudes. So again, we could be bringing in some quite cold air, especially to the north. In the south, probably still relatively Atlantic with the flow, but we're not that far in both weeks 2, 3 and 4. We're not all that far from bringing colder air back with this blocking to the north. We've certainly got to keep an eye on it. Remember, that's a 2-weekly anomaly as well. So, you could have something like week 3 is relatively Atlantic driven and week 4 gets more blocked again, or something like that could be at work. Right, let's have a look at the tropical and mid-latitude view. X of a JMA, so we can't see the North Pole, Greenland, the Arctic, Scandinavia, Iceland, all those areas of chart up here, but we've had a look at that view down, so we know what's going on. Reminder of the week 1 500 millibar height anomaly with low pressure from the Atlantic into Western Europe, UK and Ireland, top right hand corner of the chart, as you're looking at it, by the way. So reminder of that week 1 500 millibar height anomaly with lots of low pressure in from off the Atlantic. So the temperature anomaly in the coming week, 17th, 24th of March, is going to be milder than average for England and Wales and near normal for Scotland and also for Northern Ireland. It will be a rather wet week as well, with further above average rain at times with that. Those areas of low pressure in from off the Atlantic. Can we keep that going into week 2 as well, which is the 24th to the 31st of March. Low pressure continues in from off the Atlantic. The temperature anomaly is a little bit cool. And actually, in the northern half of the country, it is going cold now. So as that area of high pressure, remember, the blocking is beginning to strengthen a little bit around Greenland. As that strengthens, it could start to pull some cold air back in to the north again through the final week of March. And it's another wet week as well with above average precipitation once again. And then week 3 and 4 will be the 31st of March to the 14th of April. Keeping the low pressure going. Again, we know got high pressure up here towards Greenland and whatnot. It's actually a rather colder than average couple of weeks there. Remember, this is a 2-weekly anomaly as well, but for many parts of the country it's a little bit below average. Hard to make it out, but have got pale blue colours there, and over here across much of the continent as well. So it could be quite a cold start to April, I'm afraid. And precipitation wise, still largely above average. So a pretty grim 4 weeks to come. Pretty grim month of it, if this is right. We've got a wet month come, and after a mild start, temperatures begin to get colder again as we go into April. Right, let's see how the CFSB2 compares. So again, these are 500 millibar height anomalies, and we break it down into weekly periods. The first week period takes from the 17th to the 23rd of March. The coming week looks unsettled, with low pressure in from off the Atlantic, so, you know, more unsettled weather to go. And then week 2 will be the 24th of March to the 30th, with low pressure again across the west of Europe. High pressure will be up towards Greenland somewhere, so still unsettled, but possibly start to try and bring some colder air back into that trough of low pressure once again. Week 3 will be the 31st of March to the 6th of April. Week 3, 31st March to 6th of April, with low pressure to the north and higher pressure towards Spain, so that keeps the flow in from off the Atlantic there. And then that's week 3. Week 4 is the 7th to the 13th of March. Still low pressure knocking around west of Europe and strengthening the heights around Greenland again. So similar to the JMA, that could start to bring some cold air back, particularly so for more northern areas potentially. Week 1 temperature, no, not very mild. This is the 17th to 23rd of March, significantly above average. Still a little bit above average for week 2, but less so. It's the 24th to the 30th of March, just slightly on the milder side there. Week 3 is going to be the 31st of March, 6th of April, about average of the temperature then. And then week 4 is the 7th to the 13th of March. And that's either average or no signal. It looks like there is a bit of a cool down that's going on here from a very mild start through the final stages of March, and particularly through the first half of April. And then precipitation-wise, week 1 is the 17th to 23rd of March. That comes out wetter than average. Week 2 will be the 24th to the 30th of March, which also comes out on the wet side. Week 3 has no signal. And then week 4 also doesn't have much of a signal. 7th, 13th March, but it's drier to our north and a little bit wetter to our west and southwest. So I think a pretty clear trend between the two models today for JMA Friday. We're starting off very mild and also unsettled and wet, with spells of rain, low pressure from off the Atlantic. We'll also be going to the first stage of March and early April, and things probably start getting colder again, but staying unsettled. So even into April, it looks like we keep the rain going, but the temperatures will start to come down. Right, that's it for JMA Friday. This week, just a snapshot of what the two models are showing this week. So they could look very different when we look at them again next week. Any forecast beyond 5 to 7 days comes with big health warnings and large pinches of salt attached. We'll be back shortly with your 10 to 14 day for this Friday, so check that one out. But for JMA Friday for this week, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.